Hello. My name is Brian Hannigan. I am a sophomore in accounting and finance at Purdue, and today I am going to be using the driver framework to try and perform an analysis of financial health of Coca-Cola. This is for Management 3100 Session 1. And the first step in this process is we want to apply key financial metrics to Coca-Cola to determine the financial health of the company. So I pulled the financial statements for several years from Yahoo Finance. I first tried SEC Edgar, but I like the layout of Yahoo Finance better. And so we're going to use these to calculate five metrics. First one's return on assets, which is net income divided by total assets, which shows how easily is a company converting its assets into cash. Second, we are we are going to look at the return on equity, which is the net income divided by total equity. And this would show us how much money a company is earning for the amount of money that's being invested in it. Next, we're going to be looking at profit margin, which is net income divided by revenue. And this is going to show us how much of revenue is a company keeping after expenses are deducted. These could be operating expenses, which could include the wages paid to employees. It could be the cost to produce a bottle of Coca-Cola, the plastic, all the ingredients that cost money, which is deducted from the revenue. Next, we are going to be looking at the current ratio, which is current assets divided by current liabilities. This demonstrates the company's ability to repay its debts, its current obligations. So, the company has more assets than liabilities. That's a good sign long term. And finally, we're going to be checking out earnings per share, which is net income divided by shares outstanding. This shows how much a company is making for each outstanding share. So, we can go over. I have taken the time to input the Gemini. As you can see here, the statements, copy and pasted them, and I can just scroll down. Here's the input I put in. These are the financial statements for Coca-Cola. Apply KISS, keep it super simple, to write a code that selects from the statements and calculates, if need be, each one of the metrics I just discussed. I'm also going to include, please explain what each metric means. I am new to finance, so we're going to see if we can't get a better description. So we're going to enter this and see what we get. Okay. So here's our code. Now we're going to export this code to Colab. So we can now run this code. You can see we got the code. It has each of our calculations in here. Here's return on assets, return on equity, profit margin, current ratio, earnings per share. And so we're going to run this code and we're going to see what we have. Time here. Computers. And there we go. And we're also going to add Chinese Gemini. There we go. Okay, a little troubleshooting there. But now we can clearly see the change from year to year. And as we can clearly see, the earnings per share grew. So that's a good sign. The company is earning more money, increasing their net income. The profit margin was relatively stable. Little bit of variation there, but extremely stable. It's about the same year over year, change of 1 or 2% per year. So they consistently have a good profit margin. Return on assets and the return on equity have each grown. Both saw a big jump in 2024. So that's a good sign. The company is continuing to turn its assets into cash and continuing to grow its income from investment. And the current ratio, well, it has come down since 2020. It's still well above 1, so the company is in a good spot. There's little to no concern about the company's financial health. They're a strong company and remain a great investment. And if, here down here, the range, see about 3% difference, 5% difference there. Profit margin stayed around 20%. Earnings per year, upward trend. And that's what we can conclude there. So to reflect, what does this all mean? Coca-Cola is a strong company. The financial metrics show that. And it's a very stable, mature, financially healthy company and would be probably a great investment. There's no real risk. It's a very safe investment. And that's all. Thank you.